Hello everyone, welcome to Shaker's history classes. We are continuing history map series. As part of it, we have to see in eastern India and northeastern region what were the capitals in early medieval time period. In fact, by early medieval time period only, this region also has witnessed very powerful kingdoms. That is why there were so many capitals at this point of time. Very powerful kingdom after Gupta or in fact contemporary to Guptas also, but after Guptas, this kingdom became very powerful. That is Kamarupa kingdom. But Kamarupa kingdom name is the geography name, Kamarupa kingdom, but it was ruled by different dynasties like Varman dynasty, Malaysia dynasty and so on. During that time period, Pragjotishpura was very famous and powerful capital in this area and Harupeshwara, that is modern day Tejpur, whereas Pragjotishpura is located near modern day Guwahati. And this is the time period during Gupta's and post Gupta time period. Brahmanical culture, Buddhism spread in this area very strongly. When it comes to this area, after Guptas, Gupta Empire disintegrated, many small kingdoms emerged near the capital site, that is Pataliputra itself. Just close to Pataliputra in Bengal region, Gauda dynasty became very powerful, and that is present day Bengal. Karna Suvarna was the capital. Gauda or Karna Suvarna or Lucknow, these are all very close to each other, but Karna Suvarna or Gauda was the capital of Gauda dynasty, and that became capital of Pala dynasty also after that, after Gauda dynasty. Palas ruled very powerfully in this region. During Pala time period only, Buddhism became very popular in this area. Pala dynasty even established many monasteries also. During Gupta time period, Nalanda Mahavihara was established by Kumaragupta. That was during Gupta time period. Continuing that tradition, Palas established few more Mahaviharas like Vikramashila, and that came to be known as like Buddhist University, Vikramashila University, Kodantapuri University, Somapura Mahavihara. So in this way, Palas contributed for spread of Buddhism. In fact, due to their contribution in this area, after Mahajanapada time period, after Mauryan time period, in post-Mauryan time period, this area became very strong stronghold of Buddhism. In fact, Buddhism spread to Tibet region also during this time period only, during Pala time period only. In Vikramshila Mahavihara, there was a very famous Buddhist monk called Atisha Dipankara. Because of his efforts, Buddhism became very strong in Tibet region. That's why even today also in this Himalayan region, like in Nepal and Bhutan and Tibet, very strong. In fact, Nepal is the birthplace of Buddhism that is continuing there. But in Bhutan and Tibet region, Buddhism became very, very strong because of the kind of ecosystem that was created by Pala dynasty in this region. After Palas, this region came under Senas. In fact, during Pala time period, Pala dynasty wanted to capture imperial capital of early medieval time period, that is Kanauj. That led to tripartite struggle during their time period. That's why during tripartite struggle, Gurjar Pratiharas from Kanauj, Palas from Bengal region, and Rashtrakutas from Deccan, these three were fighting. That came famously known as tripartite struggle. Palas, this was the capital, Karnashuvarna. After Palas, then Senas ruled, and Senas made Lucknowti as their capital. And they also patronized Brahmanical tradition. They patronized Brahmanical tradition. Palas known for patronizing Buddhist tradition, whereas Senas known for patronizing Brahmanical tradition. And during their time period, Gita Govinda, very famous book, was also written during their time period. Sena dynasty, Gita Govinda, famous. Jayadeva. Jayadeva was the author during this time period. Senas during the time period of Lakshmana Sena dynasty. So Sena dynasty. Gita Govinda, very famous book related to Hinduism, that was written by Jayadeva. Jayadeva was patronized by Senas. That was the capital. Lucknowti was the capital during that time period. So this is Northeast and Bengal region. And if you come to Odisha region, very famous and powerful dynasties ruled this region as well. If we go to post-Mauryan time period, Mahameghavahana dynasty was ruling, also known as Chedi dynasty. Very powerful ruler was King Kharavela during post-Mauryan time period. That time Kalinganagar was the capital. In early medieval time period, eastern Gangas became very powerful. They made Kalinganagara, Kataka and Dantapuram in different time periods, different centers of power flourished. Eastern Gangas are known for patronizing Hindu tradition, and during their time period only, very famous temples, sun temples in Konark, sun temple in Konark, Puri Jagannath temple, in Bhuvaneshwar Lingaraja temple, and so on. So many temples were built during their time period only. From early medieval time period to medieval time period, Eastern Gangas continued to flourish. These were the capitals during their time period. Now identify how many capitals are there in this. So far if you identify, in early medieval time period, Rajput dynasties were having so many powerful capitals this side. Deccan and South India, many powerful capitals, and in eastern and northeastern region also powerful centers were flourishing. During Kamarupa time period, Hinduism also became very powerful. In this area, Kamakya temple became very famous. Temple building also started, and during this time period, during early medieval time period, mother goddess worship became very strong. That is why one of the very famous mother goddess temples in India, Kamakya temple, is located in this area that was patronized by Kamarupa kingdom. So this area shows the history of this area by early medieval period shows the influence of Brahmanical tradition and Buddhism very strong. And in addition to that, because of the geographic location, there were so many hills. That's why so many tribal cultures also flourished, and even till today also, tribal culture, Hinduism related, Buddhism related, and all different sorts of ideas. During British time period, Christianity also entered. During Delhi Sultanate time period, Islam also. In this way, again, like everywhere, every part of India, this region also known for a lot of diversity. That's why northeastern region is like a mini India. Like India is known for a lot of diversity, and if you reach this area, you will see huge diversity, and that shows, that reflect the characteristic of the very idea of India itself. So during early medieval time period, these are very powerful centers in this region. So try to remember. So far by this time period, you got so many capitals, but you try to remember in a cluster format, so that you can remember multiple capital sites at a time. All right. If you go to the portal, you can find this way. Pragjotishpur, and if you type, you will get some content, short content, which is useful for your writing mains examination. So this way, this portal will be helpful to you. All right. Thank you.